have no plans to raise the terror alert level here in the U.S., but many Americans wonder if the overseas attacks could be a preview of what's to come here this summer. CBS 2's Stacey Butler is live in Sherman Oaks now with some of the answers for us. Stacey?
Lena, no one would argue that the timing in this is uncanny. Remember, prior to 9/11, there were international terrorist attacks and even some right here at the World Trade Center. Also, there was considerable chatter. Remember the summer just before 9/11, warning of a massive terror attack in the United States. Well, just today, a report was secretly released to a media outlet, warning that Al-Qaeda is planning a massive attack. They're calling it a terror spectacular right here in the United States. 2 more suspects arrested in the UK terror plot. Now 7 are behind bars, including 2 doctors from Iraq and Jordan. Police say all are behind the Glasgow airport attack and the 2 car bombs foiled in London just several days ago. Tonight, new fears that key players of a secret terror cell are still on the run. But it isn't what's happening in England that has this terrorism expert on edge.
If you go to London, you'll see all over the place with these closed-circuit televisions. They're monitoring what's going on in the city, and they do a very good job. We're doing nothing comparable to that. Our approach is to try to protect targets, potential targets of terrorists, and what we're doing is fighting the last war.
Dr. Michael Intrilligator has long maintained Los Angeles is likely the next target.
I've been saying this for some time. I like to say the big one is coming, but it's not an earthquake. We think about earthquakes, we say the big one is coming. The big one is a terrorist strike, possibly here in Los Angeles, very likely here in Los Angeles.
He's not surprised that just today, a secret U.S. law enforcement report prepared for the Department of Homeland Security warned that Al-Qaeda is planning a, quote, terror spectacular this summer.
It's a very interesting choice of word, spectacular, this summer. And obviously a day that they would particularly like to have a spectacular would be the 4th of July.
U.S. officials have reportedly kept the information secret. Homeland Security Secretary Michael Intrilligator apparently told a media outlet today that the U.S. doesn't have specific credible evidence of a looming strike.
This is exactly what happened before September 11th. Almost the same plot, the same storyline.
According to the National Commission on Terrorist Attacks, there was considerable chatter the summer before 9/11. Condoleezza Rice told a panel she learned that unbelievable news was coming in weeks, and a big event, a very, very, very big uproar was imminent. But nothing was done because she says she doesn't know when or how.
Exactly what Chertoff is saying now. No credible evidence.
Now, Intrilligator believes that our Southland piers, ports, airports, and unpatrolled beaches are extremely vulnerable. Nothing's really been done, he says, to protect them from terrorists that will likely use them as entryways. Live in Sherman Oaks, Stacey Butler, CBS 2 News.
The family of an airman